Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast, and it's Friday. I'm extremely late with this episode, but it's all good. It's Friday, which means it is time for the weekend wrap up. Before I start off, I want to give a shout out to my sister Treese, who is always listening. Yes, ma'am. The weekend wrap up is her favorite, and we're gonna see how we do today because not actually it is a lot to talk about, but I'm just gonna do it like very quickly. How about that? And I also want to give a shout out to my niece Tiana. Hey, boo, because she's always listening on the low. I know you be listening. That's my boo boo. All right, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. All right, and to start us off, we're gonna talk about my favorites, B and J, and they dropped the ad campaign for Tiffany and Company this week, and of course they got backlash because they get backlash for everything that they do. Apparently, shout out to Rox because I learned this watching her video because I didn't really look into it, you guys. I knew that there was a backlash. They were shouting blood diamonds and it's not a black owned company, as if B&J have to constantly do nothing with anyone except black owned companies. It's ridiculous. They do a lot with and for black owned companies, so let them live, Jesus. But she said that Beyonce is wearing the exact dress that Audrey Hepburn wore in Breakfast at Tiffany's, or with Tiffany at Tiffany's. It's Breakfast at Tiffany's. And the diamond that only 3 people have worn, Beyonce now being one of them. So yeah, I think it was dope. Dope campaign. Anything that they do, you guys, I think it's dope. So it is what it is. So congratulations to Beyonce and Jay-Z. And can you imagine how much they had to pay both of them to be in this ad campaign? Like, can you even imagine how much it would cost for them to to endorse your brand? Jesus. All right, congrats. All right, and we can't talk about B and J, well, Jay, without talking about Kanye because he had his listening party, or rather his second leg of his tour, in Chicago, and the lines were ridiculous, but we knew it was going to be like that. So let's just talk real quick about some things that happened at this listening party. Kanye set himself on fire. Thank God they were able to put him out with no issues. He ended up having the baby. I guess they said he took over Jay's verse, or he replaced Jay on the verse that he did when he was in Atlanta, and we were all super happy that they were on a verse together or on a record together. So I don't know what that's all about, but we were told that the baby was canceled off of his album. So I'm not too happy about that, but it is what it is. Other people were not happy because he had Marilyn Manson on stage with him. I've always liked Marilyn Manson, you guys, but apparently he has a whole lot of sexual assault situations going on. And, everything that, they think about the devil when they think about Marilyn Manson because of everything that he kind of represents. So a lot of people were upset with this whole thing. He did a whole replica of his Chicago house, which, now that part I thought was dope. He remarries Kim on stage. He just does a whole lot of crazy stuff, but it's either crazy or artistic. You gotta love Kanye. Listen, if it works, it works. It brings him in lots of revenue, so it is what it is. But yeah, a lot of people were upset about the fact that everything around this whole thing was kind of dark and demonic, and why would you have it like that if you are honoring your mom? So yeah, a lot of people were not happy with what he has going on. However, people were still waiting with bated breath for him to drop the album. So again, whatever he's doing is working. So, all right, I see you, Yeezy. Little disclaimer, I don't know if they actually really got remarried on stage. I just know she came out in her wedding dress, and yeah, just weird. And in good news, comedian Tony Baker has some good news about his son's killer. The guy who was doing the drag racing or whatever, they found him, and he has been charged with 3 counts of manslaughter for Tony Baker's son, the other cute young man, and beautiful young woman that were all killed due to the whole drag racing thing. And Tony Baker, it looks like he's trying to get a law passed where they really, really get in trouble for doing drag racing, because apparently it's a huge thing in Atlanta. Were they in LA or Atlanta? I don't know. I think it was in Atlanta. But wherever they are, it's huge. This whole drag racing thing. Like, that's not something that's really big in Chicago. But apparently it's big wherever they are. But good news, he has been found and charged, and good for them. they will get some justice. I mean, it's not going to bring his son back. It's unfortunate, or any of the young adults. It's unfortunate, but at least they can have a little bit of justice. So, good news. All right, and continuing with good news, Pfizer was fully FDA approved this week. So, are you guys going to get vaccinated now? If you haven't already, are you going to go for the Pfizer? We're not going to get into the whole vaccination, non-vaccination thing, but they have been approved. That is actually good news. It's about time because you've given it to 1 billion people already. So, thanks for finally approving it. Let's move on. All right, and in no one gives a shit news, we have Mr. Busta Rhymes. He gets on stage this week and he goes on a rant about, basically he's an anti-masker. Let's just put it out there. And I don't care, you guys. Was I turned off? Yes. A lot of people want to cancel him, and y'all know I'm all with the cancel culture. However, this is not big enough for me to cancel him for. I don't care. If he want to kill himself, nah, I won't say that because we have a lot of our, icons dying, so I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. But he's an anti-masker. I think it's unfortunate. He sounded just like the others when he was up there, spitting that rhetoric about we're back outside, everything is back open, and we shouldn't have to wear the mask. It's all good. And I'm like, is he not watching the news? Does he not see that it's still very much a pandemic? Why do I feel like I'm not saying anything right today? A pandemic. A pandemic. Jesus. All right, and in a segment I like to call I Know You Fucking Lying, we're going to talk about freaking Amazon, you guys. This I'm very passionate about. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my friend, Keisha, from Facebook and Instagram. You guys, I have never met her in real life, but I feel like we're family. Like, I have literally been knowing her indirectly for like 12 years or so. It's crazy. But she put up a post a couple weeks ago talking about how she's not getting her Amazon packages the next day and everything. And I'm reading the post and I'm like, unfortunate for you, baby cakes. Then I realized, God damn it, I'm not either. I'm not either. Where's my stuff, Amazon? When I tell y'all I feel really passionate about this subject because I'm really pissed off, I feel like Amazon is doing us like a boyfriend that, they do all the good stuff in the beginning and then they switch it up on you. Don't get me used to getting my shit the next day and then you don't want to give me my shit the next day because that's a problem. I need it the next day because I wait until the very last minute to order something because I've been able to do that for how many years now? And then now you want to switch it up? I don't like it. You guys, I really want to be one of those people that be like, I pay good money for Prime and this is not what I expected. I'm used to getting 2-day shipment or next day and that is what I expect. But not going to do us any good to do all of that rant and rave, and I guess we just have to get used to it. I do know because we're in a panty that they don't have as many drivers as they did. I think they have a huge turnover rate and everything, and I do appreciate, when they come. But I do feel like it sucks that they got us really used to something, and now we have to wait on our shit. All right, let's move on. All right, next up we got to talk about Shikari Richardson, and she ran in the 100-meter, can't remember the name of the race or whatever, but she lost to all the Jamaicans and pretty much everybody because she came in 9th. I'm not sure where I sit on the whole Shikari Richardson thing because she was getting a lot of, people making fun of her because she's very cocky and the fact that she came in last. In a way, I was like, that's kind of what she gets. She's very cocky, you guys. I really think she needs to get off social media. Then I try to remember that she's only 21. But I do think that maybe this is what she needed to humble her. And maybe that's best because she's only 21 and she'll learn sooner than later. Because if she's this way right now, can you just imagine if she ends up like really going far, what her attitude would be like? And that's just not cute. Nobody likes a braggadocious person. Like, it's just not cute. So everybody was torn. On one side, they're like, oh, you say protect black women. However, you dog her just because she lost and you need to stand beside her. I get that. Again, she's very cocky. So she ends up making a comment after, Allison Felix was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he asked her about what she felt about Shikari Richardson. And she said, I wish her nothing but the best, like a very nice, respectable comment. And this girl then tweets, what'd she say? Support in the public or on TV is not the same as real support or something. So I don't know if there's something underlying between those two or whatever, but it just seems like she always has a snide comment no matter what. She always has to say something. I feel like somebody needs to run her social media or give her media training or something, because her mouth. But, she'll be back. She ended up dropping out of the 200 meter. Again, don't know the name of the race or whatever. Didn't want to look it up. It's just not that serious to me. But yeah, she dropped out of that, and she's young. She's good. She'll come back. But again, something has to humble this child. With that being said, I still want her to win. I want everybody to succeed. I'm rooting for everybody black. So let's go, little mama. Get it together. Watch your mouth. Let's do this. So we can't end off the weekend wrap up without talking about the crate challenge, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting my entire life from these videos of these fools trying it and failing and falling. It was looking like it was hurting. They were falling on their heads, their faces, their backs. It looked like it hurt. And unfortunately, I was laughing. I was laughing. I did see this one girl went across, and she got a lot of money. Now, I'm not sure what everybody else was getting if they would have made it across. We did have Sis in the heels. She made it across. Go, Sis. And I see that they made a little cartoon meme or whatever with her. So shout out to her. That was cool, because it's milk crates. So her heel could have definitely gotten stuck in one of those things. So yeah, very dangerous game. So it gets to the point where TikTok has now banned it because too many people are getting hurt. I saw a guy with a lot of his front teeth broken out from doing the milk crate challenge. And before we get into all the graphic stuff, how about where are all these crates coming from, you guys? And it's so funny because as soon as I thought it, then everybody started, making memes and stuff about it. Like, where are all of these milk crates coming from? I know I be seeing crates for sale like at Walmart and stuff, but they're cute little tiny crates that go, in your little dorm room. I don't recall seeing these crates a whole lot. So how do all these neighborhoods have all these crates? I don't know. But yeah, so we have TikTok banning it because people are dying. I did see still photos of a young lady that was laid out on the concrete with police and everything all around her, and it was saying that she passed. She hit her head. You could see where there was blood. They said there was a video. I didn't see the video, and I'm sure I wouldn't have watched the video even if it was right there. Like they said they were about to post the video, but yeah, I didn't want to see the video. We also all saw the video of the young man that was doing it, and once he reached the very top of the milk crates, gunshots rang out, and whoever was taping, whoever had the phone was like, give me my gun, give me my gun. And I'm like, Lord, all these kids with these guns. So unfortunately in the shooting, a 19-year-old woman passed away and someone else passed away. I'm not sure if it was the guy that was actually at the top of the crates, because very dangerous. He was up there, and what do you do when shots ring out? I don't know if he was the target or what, but you then have to jump down, or like, what do you do? But yeah, the young lady that passed, actually it was two people that passed and one that was wounded. They didn't say who the other person was, but the 19-year-old lady was in a car, young lady, and apparently they were trying to take off once they heard the gunshots, and whoever was driving said he looked over, I think she was in the back seat or whatever, and she was dead. And so, that made him stop or whatever. And it just changed the whole challenge for me. So TikTok has now banned it from TikTok. So they say. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know if you can still find it on there or not, because, like I said, people are missing teeth from it and really hurting themselves. And so, yeah, I think it's a very dangerous challenge, and I guess it's phasing out, which is good. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate your time. If you have not already, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy your weekend, you guys, and be safe. Wear a mask, unlike Busta Rhymes. Dumbass. All right. Smooches.